Hello, folks. For those of you that don't know me, I'm John Pelham, and I am a very proud congregation member of the First Christian Church here in Granbury. And we're starting a new series of short devotional type programs. And at least a couple of times a week to begin with, I'll be coming to you with a short devotional of some sort. It may be something that is built around a poem that I've written, or that some of the other members of the staff have written, or maybe even the words of one of our favorite old songs. So we'll just see what strikes me as I get ready for these, and I hope you'll like them. Let us know if you do or don't. You can contact the church office or me directly. They're going to be available on my Facebook page and the church's Facebook page, and also on the church's website, fccgranbury.org, I believe it is. Yeah. Some of them will be based on a sermon series that Justin and the other staff members are doing. Like this first one that I'm going to do is based on a sermon series that Justin's got going right now on the disciples, and it's really been a good one. And like a lot of my poetry, I kind of can hear something or think about something, and I wonder. What would Hank the Cowboy, or Cookie the camp cook would do, and this first one just happens to be kind of a vignette of where Hank the Cowboy is telling the boys in the bunkhouse about Jesus' disciples. Well, it was time for the weekly Bible study, and Hank had decided what he'd do. He'd tell them about Jesus' disciples, a story that he knew he could make seem new. You see, Jesus knew he needed help. He couldn't get the good news to everyone. So he went out and brought in some helpers, men who'd go out and get the big job done. Sort of like I done with y'all. I went out and hired a bunkhouse full of you. Guys I knew could do the work of the ranch and would willingly do what I asked you to do. He, like I, was picky about who he got. They needed to be ready to join when asked. They needed to be trained and equipped to do the job and be willing to go anywhere when asked. And like y'all, they were sort of a Duke's mixture. Some were fishermen, a couple worked in government. At least two owned or worked in businesses, and all quit what they were doing to go where and when sent. Just think, several of y'all came off of other ranches. Some were rodeoing, and some weren't doing anything at all. But I picked each of you for what you could do when the work was needed, and I gave you the call. Where I could send y'all out to do ranch hand work, Jesus sent them out to preach and minister and heal. Each of you and them had special tools and skills and were willing to apply them with spirit and zeal. Now, I'm not taking anything away from y'all's work, but let me tell you the cold, hard truth and facts. Them disciples of Jesus done more good for humanity, and it's all recorded in the good book of Acts. With that, Hank finished his visit for the evening. He closed his Bible and bid the boys a good night. As they left the bunkhouse, he began to realize anew that he saw the work of his disciples in an all-new light. And folks, that's kind of the way these things will go. Some of them will be poems, some of them won't. If you have a special topic or idea you'd like to shoot to me, I'd be glad to hear it and see what I can do with it. So hope to see you again 3 or 4 or 5 days, and we'll do another one. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.